So Oscar de la Hoya has been having a go at Eddie Hearn for a very long time, but it's intensified, I want to say, in the past couple of weeks, where it's like literally every day he's either on Twitter or in some interview somewhere tearing into him, telling the world how much of an awful promoter Eddie Hearn is. Now, I quite like the back and forth between promoters. It's all part of the theater of boxing. It all adds to the entertainment. But of course, what I don't like is when promoter beef spills over into good fights not happening. And in this instance, Oscar de la Hoya basically dismissed the possibility of his charge, Jaime Munguia, fighting Eddie Hearn's new signing, Edgar Berlanga. For one, I think that's a good fight, a competitive fight, a fight which should produce fireworks, given the fact that both guys are aggressive and neither of them have got much of a defense. But it's also a fight which, on paper, should be easily made, given the fact that both of them are on DAZN. So for De La Hoya to turn around and say, nah, we're not really interested in that fight, we're targeting David Benavidez instead, I find that a bit odd, a bit curious. Now, Eddie Hearn doesn't seem particularly bothered by Oscar De La Hoya's comments. He says he's going to talk to Oscar's bosses and then get back to Oscar about who Jaime Munguia is going to fight next, which I found quite funny. He said he never makes fights with Oscar De La Hoya anyway. It's always Eric Gomez, Golden Boy, who he deals with. But DAZN surely would be pushing for this fight, particularly in light of Canelo signing with PBC. Eddie Hearn says that frees up loads of extra budget money. Munguia versus Berlanga is a natural fight to make. Mexico versus Puerto Rico. Two young guys, I think they might be the exact same age actually. Both have a good fan base. It just seems like a no-brainer for DAZN to do that fight. And I've got no problem with Munguia fighting Benavidez, by the way, but I just don't think that's as competitive as Munguia against Berlanga. Benavidez really should be smoking Jaime Munguia like a pack of lucky strikes. You look at who Benavidez has been in with and the kind of performances he's put on, he's looked way more impressive than Jaime Munguia, and he's been doing that at a higher weight. I'm not saying Munguia has no chance at all, but I would make Benavidez a pretty heavy favorite in that fight. Is it even a realistic fight to try and make, given the fact that Benavidez is without Heyman? Surely Heyman would want to match Benavidez with Canelo or Benavidez with David Morrell. That's typically how Al Heyman does things. He likes to keep it all in-house, even more so than the other promoters do. Anyway, let me know what you guys think about all this in the comments section below. Am I selling Jaime Munguia short here? Do you guys give him a much better chance against David Benavidez than I do? Do you think that Munguia versus Edgar Berlanga is actually a mismatch and that Munguia will absolutely destroy him? Maybe you do. Whatever the case is, let me know in the comment section below.